most of us deal with insecurities sometimes, but some of us deal with insecurities all the time, and it might stem from a childhood trauma, or how growing up having critical parents, or dealing with stuff on a daily, everyday basically, and our insecurities start to grow from there, start to develop, or we might have them ingrained and never knew that it is, it has always been dormant, and then something happens to trigger it, and then we start questioning ourselves, every decision we've ever made, and how insecure we are feeling as a person. So today, on the very first episode of Candid over Coffee, I will be talking to somebody that I respect so much, and that over time I've watched her evolve and grown in both in the spotlight and behind the camera. And trust me, she's somebody that you'll want to meet and hear talk about how she has been able to manage her insecurities. Please let's welcome my ever beautiful and delectable Motunde Shogunle. I call her Mo Sugar. Mo, how are you?
I'm fine. Did you say she respects me?
Of course I do.
That's deep. That's very deep.
I do. I've watched you over time, knowing you from where it all started and how far you've come, and every day I'm like, this girl just keeps grinding. You just keep going at it, you just keep going at it, even though I know how difficult it is being a lady in the spotlight, especially in the entertainment industry, being a lady, trying to create a niche for yourself and a name for yourself, and having to go through all the whole challenges that are part of everyday life in every job actually. But then being a lady in the field that we find ourselves in, most of the time we are stereotyped, we are boxed into this, they see us this certain type of way, and it's always difficult to break out of it or try to show that this is not me, I am not this person, and all of that. And it's really very humbling to watch you do what you do, and I really do respect and appreciate that.
Thank you. I think that's a compliment.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you're my first guest on the show.
Oh, wow.
It's so beautiful. So I'm gonna get right into it. On this very first episode, I decided to talk about insecurity as a person, dealing with insecurities as a person. It is something that personally I have dealt with. I am still dealing with on a daily,
actually.
Yes. And it's funny because when people see you, they think, oh, she's this, she's on TV, she has this life, she posts this, she's always smiling. You see her on the red carpet, she's smiling, she's having this huge grin on her face, and she has it all, or is all perfect. They don't know that anytime before they say action, I'm melting down. Like, there's a whole lot of question in my head, like, are you sure you can do this? Will you ask the right questions? Will they talk to you? Will they answer you? All of this just kind of like crazy. And it's not sudden. There's somewhere I'm coming from, so I've been through all of that, and then so I'm always nervous before every gig, before every show, but people don't get to see that because they see, of course, the finished product or what you present to them. So how does it work for you? Have you ever been in a situation when you doubt yourself, when you feel like, oh, I am not doing good enough? Or has there ever been times like that, and what triggered it?
There has been a lot of times where I've questioned myself, like, what are you really doing? Is this where you're supposed to be? Is this where your mates are? And all that. Like, till today, I still ask myself questions. Like, it's really crazy because I can remember when I actually finished school, because I studied theater arts. I was really eager. I felt like, oh, the world was waiting for me. I have talents, because that's what you hear in school. You're going to make it, you're this or you're, well, to be honest, it's not everybody they tell, because there's some teachers that are just very mean. But I used to have people praise me, and then they'll go like, oh, don't worry, sky is your limit or whatever. So I felt studying theater arts was going to be, coming out of school was going to be like, amazing. And then you start going for auditions every day. It became like a 9-to-5 job for me. So every Monday to Monday, I'm going for auditions. I'm going from this to this to this to that. And then no callbacks. Nobody's calling. And then you're questioning yourself like, did I actually waste my parents' money going to school and everything? So at that time, it was quite depressing, cause, and I keep saying it up to date, I'm not a business person. I don't know how to do business. So as I mean, if I had something else, maybe hand craft or something, how do you call it, I probably have something to fall back on, but I didn't have anything. So if I didn't have auditions, I'll just be home, and it just looks like I was very lazy, like I didn't want to take my life serious and everything. But thankfully, I had to apply for jobs. And I was lucky enough to get a job at a law firm, even though I didn't study law, as a secretary. But that one is another story, because I had to leave at the end of the day. And then be like, okay, you know what, let me give this acting another opportunity. And then I came back. And then it was looking promising and all that. And then I started meeting unfortunate people. People that literally just want to frustrate your life. I'm not even joking. People that actually just want to frustrate your life because they feel like, why are you acting like you can't do some certain things when your senior colleagues have done it? Who are you? Where are you coming from? You're just a small rat. If we don't do this, you can't be anybody. You can't make it. We are the ones that are going to make you, basically. Yeah. And then I felt, okay, maybe this acting thing is not for me. Maybe I should go back and look for another 9 to 5 and come back again. But then, age is not literally waiting for you. Age is just going, like you're just, before you know it, you're already 21, 22, 23, 24. Before you know it, you're already 40. And what else is left to life? But so far, getting to this point, at least, I would say gradually, Motive is becoming like a household name or something. But that does not mean that I still do not have days where I just literally break down. I have times where I just, maybe something very little could just trigger things I'm trying to suppress down. But of course, you have to look good for the gram. You have to put on smiles. When people see you, they probably want to take a picture. They don't even want to know if it's a good day or a bad day or some. The other day I was out, I wanted to just walk out of my house and get something at the junction. I had just a jalamia on, normal me, of which I was not in a good mood. I did not wake up on the best side of bed that day. And then you have someone just,
so no makeup, bare face,
haircuts, low, everything. And then someone walks up to me, once I take a picture, I'm like, sorry, not a good time. But they don't want to hear. The minute you say, oh, sorry, the minute you just reject anybody, they automatically tag you as a snob. Who is she? Is it because if not for, will she be? And you're asking like, but I'm human like you now. You have your bad days. I'm supposed to have my bad days. And I used to say it on my page. Don't come for me because I will come for you. I'm serious. That's why it looks like I have a lot of good comments on it. But the minute I see a bad comment, I will literally munch it and send it to your DM. Are you okay? I don't understand. Like, why exactly are you insulting me? I'm human like you. But I feel like you get to a point where I'm not able to do that anymore, because how many people don't start responding to. But it just still boils down to the fact that people do not understand that. The people they feel are always happy every day, every time. We have to keep looking happy for you guys, because the minute you come out to tell you people that this is what is going on with you, just start looking at this person, this one has failed, career has failed, and you just brush the person to the side. And then what happens? Depression. God forbid depression. I shall not be depressed.
Okay, Mo, you talked about rejection. It's something that I think a lot of people has faced, if not everyone, at some point in their life. But I think one of the most challenging things is when you are being rejected in something that you're good at, just because of you don't meet up to a certain standard. I'll talk about mine, for example. I've had a time where I felt like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not gonna do this anymore. And I've walked into places where I have gone to, either audition or gone to have interviews for a particular job or a particular role. And then I didn't get it. So now my problem is not that I did not get it. My problem is why I didn't get it. And this is something that I've been one of my major it has been a curse and a blessing somehow, and that's my height. I've had people turn me down for jobs because of my height, countless number of times. Like gigs that I know I can deliver, but then again they'll be like, oh, we're sorry, you're really good and all of that.
We're looking for a taller person.
Yeah. And then I had this thing one time. I still see the person almost all the time, and yeah, I still have, I'm still going to just respect the person's craft because you know what you're doing at the end of the day. But I've had somebody tell someone not to recommend me for a job just because I'm short and he's way taller, and he'll be like, oh no, she won't look good with me on camera.
No, that's just extra.
I got to find, and when I heard that, it really broke me for a while, because this is somebody that I really do respect. I've seen you work. I know you know what you're doing, and I was looking forward to, working with you on this, and I was really excited. And then you come to my front, you made it seem like, oh yeah, it's cool, or you're good,
but
and then you give me points, and then behind my back you are the major reason why I didn't get that. I've been through, so I joke about it. So this is how I dealt with it. So before you joke about my height, I joke about it. So that is all. Okay, I think that's exactly the word. You can't shame the shameless. So before you get into the height thingy or all of that, I get into it first. So I talk about it of how, oh my God, see how portable and small I look, and it makes me look so good and feel so, I play and I joke with it. So I get it out of the way. So I know and I embrace that part of me. But I didn't just get there overnight. It took me like, stages and process, and it was a lot. And it was really challenging. There's like a lot of instances I could mention, but I feel like my height is one of the major things I was insecure about. What's that thing that you think has been one major insecure part for you that has actually made you, sit at night and say, God, why didn't you just give me this? Or why didn't you just make this like this?
Okay. So it hasn't really, I won't really tag it insecurity, but it's been a problem.
Okay.
So my problem, I still say it to tomorrow, has always been sexual advancement, or how do you call it? Not advanced first, before harassment. Yeah. So that's always my problem.
So you have always been sexualized,
basically, like right from only God knows when and up to today. And it's been a major problem because it has made me just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. It has actually made me pick a stand, like it is not a do or die affair. So there was a time I actually called somebody out, on my story, because I felt like it's just like you coming to me and you say, Motsi, you cannot get this job, sorry, but I will put on another job. At the end of the day, it is because I refused to sleep with you. And I feel like something you can actually get anywhere. Why do you have to deprive somebody who you know has the talent for this thing, but because this person has refused to be shameless like you, and then you now decide to take something that you know that, I don't know, man, but it's really crazy, because thinking about, before we start going out extra mushy, but thinking about, I just feel like, and I'm going to be very honest, this is not just from men alone.
Not only from the male gender, but also from my people. So it's different when you come onto someone and you're polite about it. And we all understand how these things work. But now when you make it a barter, like tit for tat, you give me this, I give you this.
It doesn't really just make sense.
You must confront this for you to get this.
But at the end of the day, it still boils down to
yes, at the end of the day, you don't come onto me in the hopes that it's going to be advantageous to me. That is why. So it means, like, I know it's not even supposed to be a gender thing. It's generally supposed to be a very stupid thing, actually. You don't hold that up. You don't dangle that. Sexual favors. Like, you'll be with me or do this with me, and then I'll do that with you.
Very unserious. Like, at one day you're not serious with your life because you have refused to sleep with this person.
And they make it the normal thing, because then they tell you, who do you think you are? ABC is doing it. D, E, F just did it.
I just know what to mention names. I just know what to mention names.
Who are you?
I can remember when I met one particular person, the very, very first day I met this person. It was that very, very, very day, very minute, I heard about all the people you have slept with. Like, all the people. It feels like, if I can actually use the word, it feels like it is this that makes you successful. If you do not suck this or you do not this, you cannot be successful.
Smelling. Hi everyone, my name is Zini AK, and welcome to Candid over Coffee, where we have real conversations with real people on real issues. As I always say, this is a safe space to have candid conversations, have heart-to-heart conversations. So please watch our first episode where we talked about insecurities, and please do share your thoughts and your comments on the comment section after watching this episode. Please give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more episodes on Candid over Coffee. I love you all.